Aso Rock and President Buhari in particular were in mourning yesterday as death was reported of one of the president's confidants and his in-law, Alhaji Issa Funtua. He was reported dead after suffering a cardiac arrest. In a video, the founder of Sahara Reporters and the convener of #RevolutionNow, Omoyele Sowore, has recounted how Issa Funtua visited him while in incarceration to convince him to denounce his #RevolutionNow project. Recall Sowore had contested for the 2019 presidential elections under the platform of the AAC and he came a distant fifth during the elections. Some months later, he had started the #RevolutionNow project, which he started to effect a change in the government due to the massive corruption, killings, and general disturbances in the nation. He was subsequently arrested on the 3rd of August 2019, just before the start of the nationwide protest. After spending about 4 months in detention, the court approved his release on bail on the 5th of December. However, in a dramatic scene in court the following day, the 6th of December 2015, the DSS again attempted to arrest him, which resulted in a scuffle which was caught on live TV involving his lawyers. Speaking, Sowore mentioned how Issa Funtua came to visit him in custody with an offer of freedom if only he denounced his Revolution Now struggle. He added that the delegation that came from Aso Rock included President Buhari's media aide, Garba Shehu, and Issa Funtua. In his words, he said Issa Funtua had told him, nobody has ever fought a government and won. Sowore had replied that he would be the first to fight a government and win. Okay. Well, if the man came to ask him to drop all the things he's been clamoring for, of course that is part of negotiations, so it now depends on him whether he needs to, or maybe he needed to accept that offer or not, and which he didn't do according to what he told us and what he's telling us now, which he didn't do. And at the end of the day, it was released. And now that his lawyer told Nigerians from the beginning that the federal government is not even ready to go with the case. They are just there because all their allegations are just not weighty. They themselves, they really quashed it in the court. So I think the man is Sowore is just hanging there, and I don't know why. Because if the government has what it has to nail him, they would have done so. But they just want to keep him there so that it will just be there. He will be there, and nothing will happen. He will not be able to protest and all of that. So if the man had come with the government to negotiate with him, it is part of it, and it is now his own responsibility to accept it or not. And also, that is what they usually tell people. Nobody fights government and wins. You cannot fight government and win. But he told him that he will be the first to do that, and he stayed. I'm sure maybe he wouldn't have stayed up to that time in detention, but because of his I would like put it, his stand, or what he believes and what he believes and what he believed then, made him to stay to that extent, because the government was not even ready to let him be. They were not ready to even allow him to go. If not that, we saw the bits of international community that came in. Of course, they wouldn't have released him, and that was what gave this man also a privilege. What's this man's name? The other man that they released, both of them together, has been in detention for close to how many years? That was how he regained his own freedom as well. Dasuki, yes, Dasuki. So, well, a lot of things would have a lot of whatever would have passed under the bridge. A lot of water would have passed under the bridge. And more so, I think he made mention that a government sent some people to him to negotiate. I think maybe Garba Shehu. He made mention of Garba Shehu, but he didn't mention Funtua, as at then, because he says that they were coming to tell him that he should just forget about it and move on. And that is what he's trying to tell us. Of course, those people who are really close to the president or presidency, they always want to get things done so that it will favor the government at the end of the day. We all know the stories. We all know how all of these things, all of how how it went. And also, even Igbos now are saying that one. He didn't even say. He just he came out and said that publicly that if uh, if the Igbos, if they want the presidency, it's not something that they will dash them. That they just have to work for it. That you have to work for it. It's not something that they will just dash you on a platter of gold. That before you can get the Igbo presidency, you have to join APC. And that one is really weighty. And that has been the talk on social media since that yesterday. Oh, see the man that said this. See the man that said that nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody knows what could happen in the next minutes. Nobody knows. But you just live your life at the fullest. You live the best of your life, and you live it meaningfully, not to the disadvantage of other, not to the to harm other people or to try to trample upon them. That is how life is. If somebody had told him that this kind of a thing would happen, nobody would have believed. And some people say, oh, they spoke 3 hours before the whole thing happened, and what could have happened? And that's just it. That is life. If we all can learn from all of this. Sarah Lying News paper publisher, please go and rest, for we didn't ask you to tell us. You are not any good either. Remembering the role you played in bringing this government in place, and knowing that they later let you off the hooks is regret of all ages. You wouldn't have left to rotting. You have left to rotting in that jail for a reward of your evil participation during those inglorious protests against the eventful government of Goodluck Jonathan. Revolution now, my foot. Why can't you voice it out when he was alive? Coward die before their death. When people die, you will hear that the disease said this, and so he said this, he said that. He told me this, he told me that, or that I predicted his death. Why didn't you say it before now? Or because he's dead, you and Ben Murray, Bruce, you thought you too sabi lie, not too sabi lie. Okay, you too sabi lie. That's what this person is trying to say here. Sowore is a coward. Nnamdi Kanu is the man. Now that the man is dead, you will hear all kind of insinuation. Nigeria, I hate thee. You did not win. Well, did you win? Someone says, okay, it's a gradual process. Nigeria is a cause to human race. Who said he did not win? Of course, somebody said he won. He really won. And people are saying, oh, why didn't you say it? Why didn't you talk that time? Is it now that you know that you want to talk? Why would you want to say things of that nature now? I could remember he said he made mention of Gabashew, but not a Funtua. I always say Funtua. But whichever way, the man is gone, and that's it. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Even Sowore, what he say, I think some people are saying it's of no use, it's of no relevance to anybody. Of course, even what he told Sowore, I don't think it's even as weighty as what he talked about the Igbos, that they should come and join APC, that they cannot just get it, that it is that one is even more weightier than even what Sowore is telling us that he told him. Well, that is life for us. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below in the comment section, and let's hear what you think about this thing, whether it's necessary now, or it's called for now, or you have just moved on, or it has any impact with the present situation that we are going through now. Leave your comments respectfully in the comment section, and let's have your take.